Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need
the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Cowboys very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it. First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Muda Baker. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
The Niners at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Lance now on first down.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
An opening drive sack.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Hardy. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Throwing now is Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Once more with Mitchell. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And this one quickly to Lamb. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. He didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hardy set to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Prescott on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Ready. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance.
Got his target, Samuel. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The Garabay's kick is good,
and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Right back to Mitchell here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
And that play stopped by Drake Jackson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's caught. Tolbert. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On first down, Lance.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 35-yard line. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Here's Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott now. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. He's a bulldozer.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Draw play, Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Elliott. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42.
And Lance now to throw.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Lance now on 1st down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni again hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.